Beware of broker chains and excessive broker fees. A good loan broker can get your loan funded quickly. A broker is someone that takes you directly to the lender to get your loan funded. And a good loan broker is worth its weight in gold. Any fee you pay to a good loan broker is money well spent. And why? Why? Why not go directly to the lender? Because a good loan broker knows all the lenders and they know all the real lenders. They've worked with them before. So they're going to submit your loan to multiple lenders simultaneously. And what does that do? That increases the chances that your loan is going to get funded. So what is a bad broker? What is a bad broker that you want to stay away from, and why are they bad? Let me tell you, a bad broker, I like to call them joker brokers. And why? Because a bad broker doesn't know who the real lenders are. A bad broker is going to just take you to another broker, and then that broker is going to take you to another broker, and that broker may or may not know who the real lender is. So before too long, that bad broker is going to get you involved in what's called a broker chain. Now, what is a broker chain? You may or may not have heard this word before, but it's exactly what I just described to you. You go to a bad broker, I call him a joker broker, and this broker doesn't know who the real lenders are. They haven't closed loans with any real lenders. They think that brokers, other brokers out there who are actually brokers, are the real lenders. So they're taking your loan request to a broker, who then takes it to another broker, who then takes it to another broker, and then that's your broker chain. Okay, it's a chain of brokers. So what's bad about that? Well, guess what? You have got to pay every single one of those brokers a fee in that broker chain. And that's why they're bad. So if you find out that you're in a broker chain, fire these brokers and start over. This brings me to my next topic in this video, which is paying excessive broker fees. Watch out for excessive broker fees. This is where I'm going to talk a little bit more about the joker broker. And why do I call them joker brokers? Because as a private money lender, these brokers to me are pure comedy. They are just laughable. Let me give you an example. I had a broker come to me as a private money lender to fund a deal a couple weeks back. And he sends me 15 emails in a row about this deal. And in the subject line of every one, there were the letters FW, which means forward, okay? He had forwarded these 15 emails directly from the borrower. And each one of those emails had infinite number of attachments. But guess what? In all that information that broker sent me, there wasn't even a loan amount listed. I couldn't even find the property address. So after hours of sifting through these emails, I went back to the broker and I said, yeah, we're interested. Can you tell me a little bit more about this deal? Broker didn't know anything about it. Nothing. He went blank. But the best part, within a few minutes, he emailed me yet again. And this time he sent me his fee agreement. I opened it up and I just about fell off my chair. This is where the comedy comes in. This is where I say these joker brokers are just laughable. Guess what it was? It was 5 points he wanted. 5% of the loan amount for forwarding me a bunch of emails from this borrower and not knowing one snippet of information about this loan request. He had done no work. He just forwarded me all these emails with attachments from the borrower direct. Didn't even know so much as the loan amount or the property address off the top of his head when I called him to discuss it with him. But he wanted, it was a $3.5 million loan amount, a fee agreement of 5 points. 5% of 3.5 million is $175,000. So I'm going to tell you, I laughed in his face. And you know why? Because I don't want to deal with a borrower that would sign such an agreement and pay someone like that an excessive fee, because it proves they're stupid. And if you do the same thing when you're out there looking for money, you're probably going to get laughed out of the room just like he did. Let me give you another example of a joker broker, guys. I get these brokers all the time. They send me these emails and they're attaching all this sensitive information, private information about you, the borrower, or your client. And on these attachments, you've got social security cards, you've got driver's license, you've got tax returns. I mean, this is sensitive information, folks. Most asset-based lenders don't even ask for that stuff until they're right at the closing table, if at all. But these joker brokers, they're sending this to you in the first email, and guess what? Not even a loan amount listed. Not even a property address listed. Again, joker broker. That is laughable, folks. That's just pure comedy. So I just want to tell you that if you're looking for a loan, a good broker is worth its weight in gold. But a bad broker that creates broker chains and charges excessive fees is going to cost you time and a grip of money. So if you're a borrower and you're out there looking for money, make sure you know what broker you're dealing with and determine pretty quickly, is this a good broker or a bad broker? And if you're a broker that's watching this and you've taken offense because maybe you're doing this kind of stuff, you might want to change your business model because it doesn't work for us private money lenders. This has been Corey Dutton. I'm a private money lender. If you have any questions, complaints, comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, like it. And if you found it useful or you know someone looking for a loan that's gotten themselves in this position with a broker, a joker broker, a bad broker, share this video with them.